Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Beneath a Steel Sky for the PC. We have made it all the way to this area. We managed to get Joey into a new body, a android body, and he now goes by the name Ken. Also, we put the virus in this place. The virus that we had to find in LINC space and use to infect LINC. We finally used it. And now we have opened a door to something rather sinister. And that door is just below. We can look at the cable if we want. I'm going to do that right now.
The cable should bear my weight, if it doesn't slip loose.
Well, it hasn't failed us yet.
Rats! I can't climb to the cable from here.
That's why we right-click the rungs to go down the rungs and then swing from there. I will be doing the left-click description, though.
If I swing on that, I'll either reach the exit or die.
And from here, we're gonna swing.
This could be the second most stupid thing I've ever done. Father?
Is that Robert? Oh, my son. Why did you come here?
I thought you'd be glad to see me.
I did everything I could to stop you. You're in terrible danger. Get away.
I'm taking you with me. How do I disconnect you from the machine?
Listen to me. LINC needs a replacement for my brain. And the best choice was someone related by blood. It sent Reich and his goons to bring you here. LINC killed Reich when he threatened you.
But if LINC wanted me alive, why did it wreck the helicopter?
That was my doing, Robert. I managed to wrest control from LINC for a few seconds, long enough to cause the crash. I hope to spare you my fate, Robert.
Ken, you're just in time.
I thought you might need a hand, sir.
I've got a bad feeling about this, sir. What happened, Father?
LINC has rejected me. And without it, I'll die.
And from here, if you take too long, this happens.
Are you all right, sir? Do I look all right? Help! Mr. Foster? Foster is no more. I am LINC. I am the future.
And with that, we have been the replacement brain for LINC, and we have a bad end. So basically what happened is we finally found Robert's father. We finally found his father. He is being used by LINC to control LINC, control everything. And the reason we were sent here is because the only plausible substitute for our father is us. LINC wanted our brain because it was the closest to our fathers. It wanted blood relations, and we were the only one that LINC could find. Apparently LINC somehow found out that we were alive, sent Reich and his goons after us in the gap, destroyed our village, and this all led to this grand adventure that we've had this entire game. Unfortunately, Robert's father has gotten too old, and LINC rejected him and wanted to take Robert's brain in his place. We obviously can't let that happen. Sadly, Robert's father will die either way. But there is something that we can do. I'm going to go back down here. I'm going to swing down there. I'm going to skip past all of the dialogue options. And then I'm actually going to do something. This part is timed, though you probably already knew that just from me just standing around.
Father?
Why I'm tired of LINC. But what I was longing, I hope.
Ken! I've got a bad feeling.
Alright. We need to pick...
What happened, Father?
LINC.
We need to pick the right decision. We have to click on Ken.
What do you want me to do, sir?
And we have to ask him to sit in the chair. The other two options will kill us.
Sit in that chair. Are you going to plug me into LINC, sir? I hope you know what you're doing. Something is happening, I think. Yes, I'm gaining control. I found my destiny, Mr. Foster.
Can you ever forgive me, Robert?
For letting your machine kill my mother?
Please, try to understand. It was the greatest experiment ever devised. Tapping the unexplored depths of the human brain. The potential of the subconscious mind.
You fused with this machine deliberately?
It was a well-considered plan, my boy.
Well considered? It was nothing but megalomania.
I had a dream. The fusion process was an apparent success, but the computer shared access to my human failings. It learned of greed, of vanity. It reveled in the power it wielded. I was almost powerless in the hands of this monster.
Which is the monster, Father? The computer or you?
Robert. Oh, Robert. You were my only reason for wanting to live.
Father? Father! Too late. It's over now. About the vacancy in the sewage grading plant, Howard. Perhaps we should assign the position to Gilbert Lamb. Hello, Mr. Hobbins.
Hello, son. What do you want?
I've come to say goodbye.
You still plan to go back to the Gap?
Yeah, I've had it with city life. I'm certainly gonna miss you both. Why don't you come too?
We got enough to do. Getting Union City back to normal.
I reckon you'll make a great team. Will you come back to visit us, sir? I'm not sure about that, Ken. But I'll be thinking of you. Oh, by the way, Mr. Hobbins, here's your wrench.
Thanks, son. I'll need that if Ken gives me any trouble.
Goodbye, friends. And thanks.
Be vigilant.
And with that, we have beaten Beneath the Steel Sky for the PC. Ken is now in charge of running LINC. Union City is slowly starting to get back to normal. And Robert Foster, aka Robert Overman, heads back to the Gap. That option where we had to tell Ken to sit in the chair, again, that was the only option I could pick. If we used any of the other options, we would have wasted our chance to stop LINC from claiming Robert as its new brain, I guess. And we would have had to do that all over again. There is a sequel to this game. Beyond a Steel Sky. It came out 26 years later. This game came out in 1994, while the sequel, Beyond a Steel Sky, was released in July of 2020. And it takes place 10 years after this. And we actually get to play as Robert Foster, aka Robert Overman, again. Will I play that game? I don't know. I'm thinking about it, though. Anyway, this game. It's alright. There are some things that you have to figure out here and there. But once you figure them out, the game is pretty easy to get through in I want to say a couple of hours. You kind of have to use your cursor to explore things. You really have to move the mouse around to find things you wouldn't always be able to find. Such as that socket in the subway you need to get rid of that alien. But I didn't really have any problem with the play control at all. The graphics are nice, albeit rather dark. We are in a dystopia after all. Sound and music are pretty good. You'll probably remember the music a little bit a while after you've played. The replay value, you'll probably be finding yourself playing this game once every so often, just to play through it again, once you know what to do. And I'm starting to figure out if this is all that there is to the credits. I'm beginning to wonder if these these credits are looping. I'm surprised they are. Okay. So, it's just worth getting for Scum VM, GOG, Steam if it's on Steam. I don't really know if it's on Steam. Or getting an actual box copy. It is, actually. This game's story had quite a few twists and turns, and you're traveling through cyberspace, more or less, in the form of LINC space to solve some puzzles there and get things done. And you're exploring the city to get things done. And you kind of get an idea of what this dystopian city is like just from going to places like that weird courthouse that we were in, I want to say, at least halfway through the game. And what happened at the end, when you finally find out why things happened the way that they happened, it does bring up a lot of questions. I don't think they're necessarily, well, they are answered, but the game doesn't exactly go beyond answering them. You're just kind of left to think about them yourself rather than going into them further, which, to be honest, I kind of do like. Just why the helicopter crashed, why you were brought to the city, Robert's father trying to basically keep us from doing what needed to be done because he was afraid that we would be the replacement brain for LINC and all that, even though we did manage to keep that from happening. So, I will give props to the story. It is very compelling. It is pretty engaging. I liked where it went. And amazingly, these credits are just going to loop over and over again. If you exit out of the game, it says Game Over Player 1, be vigilant. And unless you've played through the game in one sitting, and you've never had to like take a break between sessions of the game like I did, you wouldn't know what that meant. You wouldn't really know that that would be a thing at the end until you made it to the end. At this point, I'm just rambling because the credits are just going on forever. Definitely get this game if you can. It's wonderful. It's got an engaging story. It's just point and click. Once you figure out what to do, especially when you need to press F5 to go into the options to save and load games, the game's not that bad. Matter of fact, it's pretty darn good. This is one point and click that I recommend. This has been Let's Play Beneath the Steel Sky for the PC. Hopefully I'll be back with another game. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be bad. Maybe it'll be somewhere in between. Who knows? Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care. Stay safe. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.